Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Making Something Out of Nothing, the class all about recycled crafts and upcycling art. Thanks for joining me today. My name is Kimberlie Wright.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Kim.
Good morning. How is everyone today?
Good.
Good. Okay, so last week we continued with some of our fun palm art, the palm art we did, and we were supposed to be working on our paper cycles. However, there is no rush in art. As you can see, it takes time to get this thing completely together. As you can see, I'm taking some of my tape off from gluing some designs and pieces. Right now I'm taking tape off of my wheels. So don't forget that I said if you're having problems with making stuff stick, that type of thing, you probably, if you glue it and tape it, over time it will hold, like overnight. So that's what I'm doing. So right now, as it pertains to the paper cycles and anybody have any paper cycles they want to show thus far? I know some people probably not finished. If you don't, it's okay. I'm going to continue to remove this tape just so you can see what I've been working on with this particular piece. I'm almost finished. And then if you have any of those fun palm creations, you got something, Miss Betty, you want to show?
Well, so far, I've gotten this part done, and I have this ready, and this, so I gotta connect it.
Well, I see your wheel. I see your big wheel. Oh, I see the back. That's good.
Okay. So I gotta work on finish connecting it.
So if you need me to send you any picture of mine just as a reference, I don't mind. It's up to you.
Okay.
Okay.
You can.
So can I see your seat again? Turn it to the side a little bit. I want to see the top platform part.
Oh.
Okay. So you have not put your paper tubes on your seat part, huh? Yet.
Yeah, what I did, I got them on and then I put another piece on the top.
Okay.
Yeah, they are in here.
Okay, that's neat. I guess you just wanted a smooth surface. That's cool. It's going to be covered anyway with the container, so, or however you'll decide to be. That looks really good. Okay. Anybody else have something they want to show? Share.
Jean.
Oh, Miss Jean, you have to unmute yourself, love.
I worked on, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I worked on that, what do we go, oh Lord, what's the thing called with all the feathers? Oh, peacock. I worked on the peacock and I added, you told me to add some.
Pull it back some. Okay.
Oh, it's nice.
It was fun. It was fun.
All right.
That's really creative.
Well, I didn't finish.
If some of you didn't work on the fun palm art, it's no problem.
I did.
I know we got a lot going on. You have to do it in steps and time.
Yeah.
All right. taking most of that tape off. Let's switch that. All right, so far, I was saying to you all that I guess I have to kind of explain this because due to the fact of that'll be the way you understand my particular design aesthetic. However, I'm still not completely finished. So once again, just because you're not finished as well, and some people may not even possibly be working on these pieces, it's all okay. Also, if you have paper and a Sharpie or a pen, go ahead and grab that for today. So this will be the last edition of our fun palm art, doing a third sequence if anybody wants to use those pieces. If you all are not interested, then we'll move right along as well. All right, so I'm gonna bring my camera closer. Takes time for paint to dry, glue to dry, so just take your time if you are creating some things. All right, for this particular cycle, I'll bring the camera much closer.
That's cool.
I'm just gonna show you some of my design. All right, for this particular cycle, I was given these two pieces to probably some young people that's graduating in my family. So the wheel, as you can see, I was taking the tape off of that because I added a rhinestone on each side. And then on the actual back, I still have not attached this portion, which will make the cycle much more sturdy. I added this particular piece and I felt like I didn't want it to blind you, but the glare, I didn't want the glare to blind y'all, but that's a light. And so.
That's so cute.
That is cute.
On the back, that piece of wood, you can't really see it, it's in gold, thank you. The glue is still dripping, but it'll dry soon. I'm gonna put it's the graduate like name or whatever. And so don't forget that these young people can use this as some, you know, like to put ink pens in or flowers or something just to sit on their desk as they journey into their future being business oriented or whatever they goals are planning on doing. And so I have the same thing going on, I guess. Also, this is drying, but this is going to be a little basket for the.
That is way too cute.
Love it. That is cute.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So I made that out of paper coils as well, and the paper rolls and the cardboard on the bottom. Just as we made the piece here that you can see, I put ribbon on as well. So continue to be creative with those young people. I think I'll be finishing my next session. And this piece, it's the same thing, although you can't see
That's
the
nice.
and stuff because I have the tape on it.
I love that.
And
That's
then
really
same thing on the back. These are these children's high school colors. All right.
Nice.
So for that basket, I made one as well, but I'm still designing it. All right. Has anyone other than Ms. Jean worked on their fun palm art ideas as it pertains to maybe adding background and coloring?
sorta.
You said no, Miss Betty? You start laughing.
No, I've worked on it some, but it's not coming out exactly like I wanted to. So I'm going to continue to work on it.
Y'all know y'all embarrassed about showing them people. Who is that, Miss Jean? Okay, hold on. Let me see this.
That's my little frog.
The frog just came out of nowhere. I didn't even know it was you. I thought it was an independent frog that got in our class or something. That's so cute. But make it be still. Can I see it again? Oh, I see he's on the cloud and he's like, is it a boy? He looks like he's in love.
It's a girl.
Oh, it's a girl. Okay, they look so cute. It looks good, Miss Jean. And I like that you chose that green paper for the background. It goes with the frog really well.
Thanks. It was fun.
And it's a happy frog.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I just want to ask, right now, just before we get into anything else, don't forget, some of you young people need to contact me at Kimberlie Wright, at Fulton County GA.gov. This is my email address. Some of you had a task of writing something. It's just as Jean. So if you contact me, I'm just letting you know. All right, moving forward.
Hey, Kim.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we put a deadline on that? Because we got a rehearsal and all that. We'll talk later.
No problem.
Let me get in touch with you. Yeah, because I got to kind of get to run the show. I got some other things to add. So we kind of need to know how many and how long and all of that.
Yes.
Thank you.
No problem. And so, anybody have any more pieces to show as it pertains to the poem creation? So, this is just to inspire you all, but here are a few of the last 4 that we did. We're gonna end our class with doing another set of those. So I want you all to get your paper and your pen, pencil, but preferably a black Sharpie. All right. So last week we did a zebra. I finished that one, and this zebra is saying, "You were born to be different."
All right.
All right.
That's nice.
All right, so you can do it, young people. You just have to take your time. I usually just color these pieces when I am like watching television, just so as to not get hypnotized or all wrapped up into the TV 100% and let my energy and my soul probably separate, just kind of like not to be in TV so much, just to do something else. So I color at the same time that I'm watching some type of program. This is our rooster, chicken, turkey. I can't remember how many.
So cute.
It is.
That's cute.
It is.
Beautiful.
My legs aren't long.
That's Chicken Little's aunt.
Yes.
Okay, and this is our unicorn that
oh,
that's beautiful.
I love that.
That is beautiful.
Beautiful.
And this is so as you can just see, you might look at the colors and the piece, but just looking at the simple rainbow that I added with markers, which that made a total background to me because it showed that the piece is in the sky. However, I see that you can't see some of the clouds.
Okay.
So that just gave a type of presentation that the unicorn was flying in the sky. You can do any type of simple background. It does not always have to be in nature either. And so this was our cactus.
That's pretty.
That's nice.
Thanks for those compliments. You can definitely do it as well. Keep working hard, and we're gonna go ahead. Next week we will be we will be probably showing our paper cycles if we have any that we can present. I know we have a few more people in the class that were making these paper cycles. I know at that time I should be completely finished with the one I'm making. Oh, one other thing I wanted to show you all, excuse me, is on the back, I put those like little glass stones right here to make it look like little lights. You know, the glass stones that you fill into jars and that type of thing. And that's the same thing I use. That's the same thing, one of those clear flat stones. That's the same thing that I use for my front light as well. So if you have your paper and your marker right now, we're gonna go ahead and do our last set of fun palm art ideas. I'm just grabbing my black Sharpie. So many in here. I need at least 2 in case one of the tips are different. And maybe we can probably get maybe 2 or 3, maybe 2, if that. So thanks for giving me a couple of minutes to get my paper together. And y'all know, usually I have to get behind the camera to show the hand. All right, so if you have your paper together, what you're going to do is usually, this is the hand on the paper vertically, regular, up and down. And you are going to make your hand, it's like balling it up in a fist, but you're leaving your middle finger and your ring finger up some, and that's gonna be centered. So I'm just gonna trace that first to give you the full, give you at least how it's supposed to look. So you're not going to actually trace it around your knuckles. You're going to just make like a circle and make sure you kind of put it in the center. So let me just show you how that looks. All right. And then go up and around. All right. So as you can see my hand, let's see if I turn this light on. The first left side of my left hand, I went around in a circle. The 2 fingers that's up, I went around in a circle, and I actually came around the bulge of my thumb. So it's gonna look like this. So just take your time, do your best. Okay, next, you're going to draw something that looks like so. Okay, then you're gonna kind of like try to center it out, but draw. I want mine to be large. And be mindful that everybody will look different. Okay. Neaten up this eye a little bit. And there I want to draw all right, moving right along.
I don't even know what she just did.
You have to put this line really close to that back leg. Then you're gonna draw one way kind of bent out, like so. Just imagine it being like an H. Then you're gonna come These lines, as you can see, are taller than this curved line, a little bit taller. However, you're gonna make 2 lines in the center of this, but you're gonna go shorter now. And go in skinnier as you get towards what would be an ankle. And on that side as well. Then you're gonna draw some little feet. Then here, you're just gonna start coming down and doing some triangles, but with a curve. Triangles, but with a little curve. Triangles with a curve. Then you're gonna match the opposite side. I have 4 stripes. So I'm gonna match the opposite side, doing the same thing. All right, so I also want to put some of these stripes down my tail. Kind of still curve it. So I've had about, one time I had like 4 cats at one time. Then another time I had 2 cats. I've had single cats twice. And a lot of those times, those cats were like tabbies. I don't know if you ever heard of tabbies. So tabbies are known for having like a little M pattern on the top of their head. And so when I get ready to design this piece, I'm going to include it. I want to put a little stripe on this animal's face. Anybody know what it is? Anybody know what this animal is?
A cat?
So of course, you know, it looks kind of elementary if you think so, but I'm going to add some beautiful designs to bring it out. And if you wanted to do anything else to the legs or start over and make a completely different type of cat, you can do so. I'm gonna hold that there for a few more moments. And then we're gonna do one more quick drawing and we're gonna end with that. So, and a couple of little more curves down here for toes, claws. So there are many backgrounds I can draw for this particular piece. I can draw the cat sitting on the pillow, sitting on top of a fence, sitting on top of anything in nature, in grass, on top of a building. I can put the cat on top of a mouse. You know, like there's so many routes you can go as pertains to design that. So I hope you have finished that piece. You can add to it as much as you or if you want to or change it. I have a new sheet of paper. We're going to go into our last drawing for today. We're going to have fun. And sometimes I like, if the piece that we drew really gave me some type of a good character, I always like to, really draw a caption where the particular piece is saying something. So, all right. The next piece we're doing is gonna have a hand gesture, pretty much spread out just like your hand. I'm just trying, okay. We're gonna do this piece horizontal instead of vertical this time. All right. So usually, once again, your hand, and try to get that centered as much as you can. Your hand is like this, but what we're gonna do is turn it a little and just spread it out. And so I'm gonna trace that and then you can mimic it. If you like, we're gonna get the middle finger straight up. So, and then the pinky is gonna be really stretched out. But I just have to turn it just a bit. All right, so you're actually gonna smoothly go around your fingers. All right, as you can see, I basically made my hand like so. The middle finger is pointed upward and the pinky is stretched out really far. And that's basically all I've done is traced my finger stretched out. Just tried to make sure to get it centered as much as possible. And so you can just go ahead and take your time and do that. And while you're doing that, I'm just gonna go ahead and draw a really nice curve, sketching it out. Turn a little bit. Take your time. I'm not going too far. Just gonna draw a curve here. Really taking my time doing it really neat. All right. And so after you do that, you're going to pretty much draw that curve below the thumb and the pinky finger. And just try to, I sketch mine very slow so that you can get a nice, smooth, round bottom. So next, if you are pretty much done with that, you are going to go to the pinky finger and maybe around where the first joint is, you're gonna draw like a line that looks like a frown, so to speak, but keep enough space here. And I'm going to draw something that looks like a backward question mark. However, I want it to look something like that. Okay, after that, you're gonna come to the ring finger, the index finger, and draw another upside down, like a frown, but have a little bit more space left here, and then draw 2 lines coming out like so. Then you're gonna go into the center, gauge the height of these 2 lines. They should be parallel. And draw a line like that in the center. Coming straight down. You're gonna draw like 3 rectangles, but it's gonna be like a rectangle, then coming in, going back and forth. All right, after that, you're going to put your pen right on the back of this line and come straight up like that. Then you're going to draw a line coming that way with a little, not too far. You see, I still have some space left here over that finger. And then you're going to draw a line from here, put your piece here, and come around, around, and in. All right, we're gonna do the same thing down here on the thumb. So you want to try to make somewhat of the same space, make you a frown. Two lines coming out at an angle to the side. Go to the center, draw a line parallel to the tips of those. Go ahead and make your rectangles. Same thing here. You're going to put the tip of your marker or pen or piece to the back line here and come out and curve. However, you want to go tip here and straight out. Make a little line. Coming in with that. Coming back. All right, now we're gonna go to the ring finger. And no, we're gonna go to the middle finger and we're gonna draw something that looks like a little hand, but you can use squiggly line gestures by, let's see, coming up with a little wrist. If you have space, you see I barely have space, so I have to do the best I can. All right, and I'm gonna make a thumb, middle finger, and pinky. That's my hand. 5 fingers, a thumb and 4 fingers. Do the best you can. Okay, so here I'm going to come down just about a joint size as it pertains to the joint of your finger. And I'm gonna come out and make a frown. Come on the outside like so. lines came outside the ring finger this time. Then I'm going to make something that looks, you can use any shape you like here. You can just go around if you like. I just tried to put some creativity to the shape of my jawline, so to speak. And then here, you're going to come around, sorry, you're gonna come out here with two lines coming out at an angle. We're almost done with this. Then you're gonna come around from the top of the finger, swooping down and coming back up, like so. Then you're gonna go to probably the center of this and make a line like that.
Oh, Lord.
All right, from there, you want to come around like so. It's kind of like the letter M. And then up under that, you're going to make a smile. Two nice small humps for eyes. Then you're gonna come right here in between the, well, as far as the top, you can make any type of emblem you want. I think I'm gonna make, a P. And I'm gonna put like a shape around it. The reason why I'm putting P is because his name is gonna be some type of pirate name, like Pete the Pirate or Paul or something like that. So after that, you wanna make a circle around it like that. If you make a design, it can be something that looks like a button or a ghost or a flag, you know, be creative. Right here, I'm going to make an extra line. Sorry, like so. And then I'm gonna come in between the middle finger right here and the first index finger where the leg is or the boot. And I'm going to draw a line, sort of skinny, curving right across like that. Also, I'm going to right in between where it was, that's how skinny the line is, I'm gonna curve it, but keeping it kind of parallel. I want it skinny on one end and a little bit thick on the other. And mine is not that straight, so I'm just going to clean it up a bit. So I'm gonna turn it this way just so I can get my curve a little bit better. All I'm doing is adding more lines to get a better curve. And so I'm going to make a square in the center by just adding 2 lines. Then I'm gonna make a real square, being careful, like that. And I'm going to take my time, black that in. Same thing over here. I hear some of y'all working. Then right here, I'm just gonna make this line a little thicker so that when I add color, I'll have something to color. Here, I added like another M below that, and I'm going to darken that in. Now, even though I'm darkening this in, I'm making it like scribbles so that it will have a little texture for me. You can darken it totally in or make it look curly or straight. It's up to you. So that is how that looks. And of course, you know you want to darken these boots in and this portion of the hat unless you have some other design that you want to do. You don't have to darken everything in. So I plan on darkening the other boot in and probably this portion of the hat. That's why I made a circle around my P so that particular emblem will appear when I darken everything else in as it pertains to this middle portion of his hat. So that concludes basically this particular piece for today. You can add color, add some design. Feel free just to have fun. And I'll see you all next class. If you don't have any questions or anything like that. Yes, Miss Jean.
What is he doing?
What is he doing?
Yeah, jumping.
Well, that could be one thing that he's doing. What else would you like? I'm not really sure, but he could be jumping. He could be rolling on the deck, laughing. He could be drunk. So many.
Ho ho hoing.
Say it again.
Ho ho hoing.
Yeah, so it's, you know, you just gotta open up your imagination. Before you draw your backgrounds, you should say about at least 10 things that he could be doing. So I don't know like what he's doing. You gotta use your imagination. That's why I was able to make all those different backgrounds with my other pieces. It's just like the cat. I like the fact that your frog was on a cloud, you know.
Okay.
That was very creative and imaginative. So it depends on what you envision. But just go ahead and like make maybe 10 places or sceneries backgrounds where the person can be, and just go for it. Miss Carrie, you got something to share what you drew today? You have to unmute yourself, love.
Baby.
Ma'am.
My iPad went out and I had to come and plug it up. And when I back, you was talking, you was finished with the drawing. But I'm gonna show mine today. It looked much better than the other one.
Ooh, okay, cool. Maybe you relaxed a little bit more because you knew what you were in store. Oh wow. Can you turn to the side?
Okay.
Oh wow, that looks nice.
Yeah, it looked much better than the other one I did.
That looks really good.
Thank you.
So this was all, if you went out, that looks really good. If you went out, this was all that I showed. I was showing that I'm blackening my boot end, but you can do colors if you like, and I darkened in this portion of the hat. That's why I left that P around there.
Oh, okay.
But Miss Jean asked me, what is he doing? I said, that will help you as your background. You tell yourself at least 10 things he's doing so that you can be creative as it pertains to your background. Like she said, he looks like he's jumping. I said he could be jumping. He could be rolling, laughing on the deck of the ship. He could be drunk. There's so many things you can say that he's doing, you know, like, yeah. You can be imaginative, like I was telling Miss Jean, she had the frog on the cloud earlier. Like he might be somewhere where nobody will ever even imagine a pirate being. So he might be in a bottle, like I Dream of Genie. I don't know.
Okay, let me ask you one other thing.
Yes,
you know, this is my second time with the class. So what do you color it with? A crayon or you use pencils?
No, I'm using markers, only markers.
No, I'm talking about when you know, when you color it in.
That's what I'm trying to say to you, young lady.
Oh, okay.
Let me show you once again.
All right. Thanks.
Even though I have, you know, I'll be showing y'all like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different sets. Although I do have these Sharpies, I have a lot of different sets of markers that I just use if I need that color. But all of the pictures that I showed you were done with markers, complete markers. I use nothing else.
Okay. I just wanted to know because.
Same thing with this. I didn't use anything but markers. That's what I was trying to tell everybody.
Can I see your set of markers?
What you mean, the other ones?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll show you some of them.
Thank you.
Some of the markers that I be using, and it's just coming from collecting them over years or time, I guess. Just like I showed you those Sharpie sets. Sometimes they sell those 3 in the pack at Ollie's. I have these, which are Sharpies. I have these.
Okay.
But also, let me just show you. These are some of my favorite ones right here. My Crayola.
Crayola. Okay. I have markers.
You see this double set right here? This is why I like this Crayola set of 50, because it has all of these different shades of like one. It's gonna have like 3 or 4 different reds, 3 or 4 different pinks, 3 or 4 or 5 different greens, a few purples, you know, different shades of blues. So that'll give you different sort of like aspects as it pertains to trying to create stuff like a sky, you know,
okay.
Something like that.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Any type of marker is fine.
And I'm glad you showed me those because I was finna to throw a whole lot of them away. So now I keep them.
Yes, and not only that, don't forget that the reason why I'm getting that smooth consistency of coloring is because I'm not actually, let me show you right quick. If I were to take, let's see, I know I'm probably gonna use brown. So I can go ahead and use this brown. I know I'm probably gonna use brown on this piece, and don't color on don't color on top of your different pieces. That's why I'm taking this pirate off to put another page on, because markers will bleed through sometimes. Okay. You'll find that if you have your pieces stacked, you're gonna mess them up because you know they bleed through. All right. So instead of coloring, that dries out your markers. You don't want to color. You just want to take your time and draw lines. Also, drawing lines the same direction makes your piece look and come out smooth rather than going up. If you start to go right and left, continue to go right and left. Meaning like on this piece, I can go up and down if I want to. But just continue to draw lines so that your markers don't dry out that quick and that your piece will be smooth, so to speak.
Okay. Beautiful.
Okay, so I have those finished, those last 2 of the sets finished next week, and we'll go ahead and finish our paper cycles. However, you don't have to have any paper tubes already constructed next week, but I will give out instructions on our new project that we're going to create. Thanks once again for joining me for making these recycled and upcycled crafts. I had a really fun time with you all doing the fun palm art. Thanks for sharing your art, Miss Jean and Miss Carrie. I love you all. My name is Kimberlie Wright. Have a wonderful and a blessed day. Thank you.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Peace.